Hey everyone, welcome to GBTV, Just in Movies. I am your host Dominique, and I have my special guest Tracy. And we have some wonderful movies we want to talk it over with you guys. So we have movies from Transformers. What's the second one? Golda?
Golda.
Golda. And then we also have Blue Beetle and an honorable mention that you just do not want to miss, as well as some streaming services that we do offer here free at Gilbourne Public Library. So let's go ahead and get started right now with our very first movie, which is Transformers, and that is The Rise of the Beast. And that is a PG-13 film.
It is a PG-13 film.
So I have seen that. You haven't seen that as of yet, Tracy?
I have not, so tell me, what are your thoughts? Well, first of all,
Okay.
what is Rise of the Beast about, Dominique?
Okay, so basically, this is like the sequel to the Bumblebee film,
Okay.
and a prequel of the original Transformers, which Michael Bay directed. So it's kind of giving you a little bit of introducing new humans, and now Optimus Prime and his Autobots are actually, kind of seeing that they have a new threat. So now there's going to be always a threat with the Decepticons, and now is just trying to find a way to beat them from destroying Earth as well as destroying their own planet.
And there's some new special help that they're getting in this movie in order to do that, yes?
Exactly. Correct. So, and this is where they're going to actually see some other Transformers that have been around, but they haven't heard from them in such a while, and they are called, I think they're the Maximals.
The Maximals.
The Maximals. And that's interesting because this is the first time I've actually seen them in a live action film. And it just got me. I mean, this is just action packed, completely action packed from the very beginning. And this is actually set in 1994 in Brooklyn, New York. So
they do a good job of bringing you back to the 90s?
Oh my gosh, they hit everything, the nail on the head for the 1994, for that time period, from just the music to just the words they were saying and just the way they were dressed. I mean, I had a great time just listening to everything. But this was a really, really great film. I actually enjoyed it. Oops, sorry, everyone. I actually enjoyed it. So I don't know. I would encourage you to actually see this movie.
Well, I'll tell you what, I love a good soundtrack to a movie.
Okay.
So
yes.
that's encouraging. And it sounds like if you're into the action that you've seen in Transformers, and Bumblebee was pretty good. So
Yes.
So I would imagine this is going to be par for the course.
And yes, and just having Bumblebee and all of the other characters, even some that were from the 80s cartoon, just being introduced into this particular film. Again, and then having Michael Bay produce it, even though he didn't direct this particular film, you could just see it's Michael Bay written all over it. So if you enjoy the first one, you're definitely going to enjoy Rise of the Beast.
Well, I like that because you know how I feel about originals and sequels. So anything that can point back to the first one, I'm willing to take a look at.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna hold you on that one. And they've got a lot of good voice actors that are on here. I mean, they have Liza Koshy, which is I think she's like a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And then you also have Pete Davidson. You have Ron Perlman, which is Hellboy. So I mean, you've got some really good actors that are in this film. So definitely, a way to watch this particular film. Now. Oh, and they also have the original Optimus Prime. I'm almost going to forget that. The original voice actor. You can't go wrong with that, which is Peter Cullen. I mean,
nice.
Again, it hit every 80s kid in me and 90s teen. I'm absolutely in love with this film. So I don't care about the naysayers. I love this film. So, so all from Transformers, Golda. Have you seen Golda or not yet?
I haven't seen Golda yet, but I am looking forward to it. Golda is... stars Helen Mirren, and she plays Golda Meir, who is the Prime Minister of Israel during the escalation of the Arab-Israeli conflict in the early 70s. So this is going to be a more serious historical kind of picture, a big departure from something like the Transformers. It is also PG-13, just so you know, but Helen Mirren, fantastic. Usually not in anything that's bad. And I've watched a few trailers, and I'm excited about this one.
Okay.
Looks
Okay,
good.
that one sounds very good.
Yeah.
That one definitely does. And then we're going right back to some action movies. And this is another. This
Your
actually is a
favorites,
superhero.
right?
Yes, superheroes. Although I'm not a DC fan like that, but I'm gonna. This one seems promising. So this is Blue Beetle, and this is actually starring. And I never say his name right. I just know he's Miguel from Cobra Kai.
He sure is. It's Cholo Maridueña.
Okay, there you go. Is that?
And he is great in Cobra Kai.
He is great in Cobra Kai.
He's an up-and-comer.
He's
good.
And then you have George Lopez,
Yeah.
Susan Sarandon.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so many people that is in that film. But this looks like a very promising DC film. And that's saying a lot coming from a Marvel fan. So,
well,
you know.
it does. And, DC movies have a tendency, I think, to be, they're just sort of darker and grittier as opposed to Marvel movies. But this one looks really lively. And also, I don't know if you know this, but Blue Beetle is actually one of the oldest superheroes in all of comic universe. He's been around for a really, really long time and has taken on like new iterations of the character. And this is the first one. This is DC's first Latino superhero. So they really draw on Latino culture as well. He's a Mexican American, the reluctant teen superhero, and his family's really involved in this hero journey that he takes.
Nice.
So it looks a little bit more, fun and exciting. Like you said, George Lopez is in it. If that gives you an indication, there's going to be some comic relief for sure.
Yes.
This one does look promising. I'm not a huge superhero movie fan, but I'm even looking forward to this.
Okay. Good, good. All right, and then we also have another action. This is just an honorable mention. So this is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. So Tom Cruise is still doing it.
Back at it.
He's still doing it. he's still doing it. So, and that's all you can say. Hey, Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible.
Still doing it.
Still doing it.
Right.
Still doing it.
If you like the other ones, you're going to like this one too.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. And I mean, I can't believe it's October.
I know.
It's already October.
September vanished.
It did. It did. But that means it's another month of watching some really, really good movies just nonstop. So
it's true.
We have some streaming services that we can share with our audience out there?
We sure do. If you haven't heard of them or tried of them, I really encourage you to try Hoopla and Canopy. These are things that you can get at on any kind of device, a laptop, a desktop computer, your tablet, your phone, anything. Super convenient, a couple of quick, easy setup steps that just ask for your library card. So you'll need that, and then you're all ready. And then it opens up this world to you. Hoopla's got a lot of things. In addition to movies, it also has ebooks and audiobooks, magazines, great courses, Curiosity TV, all sorts of cool stuff. And then there's Canopy, which is just an endless, bottomless well of movies. And one of the things I really like about Canopy is that they do very interesting, curated, timely collections. So with Halloween coming up, for example, they're going to do some really, really cool things that they gather together for you. And it's everything from old art house movies to things that are more contemporary. It's just a great resource. And again, all free with your library card and right there on your device.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Well, I want to thank you, Tracy,
Thank
for
you,
being
Dominique.
here with me and sharing about movies. I love talking movies with you. It's always fun.
Likewise.
So thank you all for viewing us today, and we hope that you will come and visit Gailbourn Library and check out a movie. Even if you wanted to stream it, if you didn't want a physical DVD or Blu-ray and you just want to stream it, you can do it with free with your Gailbourn Public Library card. All right, so once again, I want to thank you guys for watching GBTV Just In Movies. I am your host, Dominique. You guys take good care.